Mr. Femi, the president made it categorically yesterday that the government have saved 1 trillion naira since the removal of subsidy. So it appears the government want to prioritize revenue drive. Is it not a good thing? Prioritize revenue drive.
What I know that Tinubu would do something like that. I believe that Tinubu would do something like that. Tinubu will gather money. He will generate income. He's good at that. You see the example in Lagos. But to generate money alone is not enough. But how to use it judiciously, that is where we should come. Generating money, siphoning, collecting money from masses and just give it to some state government to M-Peso. I don't see it as a good thing to do.
Are you saying that if federal government channel palliative through the respective state governments, that we are not going to, it's not going to be effective?
Because of what we have seen, it might not be effective. Because I don't trust our government. I don't trust them. The news you'll be hearing every day is about one governor investing 50 billion naira, this one investing like 100 billion naira, money meant for palliative. The politics, you see, Nigerians like to hijack things. The money that will be coming from hub, when it reach state, they will just put somebody there. Governor, when they give governor will remove the same thing. They will just put somebody there. That was 2 weeks. And we see what happened. We saw what happened during COVID-19. If not because people started boggling all those warehouses where they keep all the palliative. Do we know that they keep palliative? They gave them something and they kept it.
But as a Nigerian who is concerned about the situation, what do you advise the government to do and what do you advise for the citizens?
You see, my advice of government, opinion, is that kind of money, use it. Number one, our refinery needs to be functioning. What makes our refinery not to be functioning? Even during military regime, our refinery are working. Why now? 24 years down the lane, our refinery is not working. We have to, an individual build refinery. But Nigeria government asked for, they cannot maintain it. Why?
But away from that, let me quickly ask. In Nigeria, we are used to this practice of doing ministerial screening. The Senate will ask nominees to take a bow and go without asking the question that will show to prove whether they are competent to handle the ministries or not. Is it a good practice to ask nominees to take a bow and go without asking questions to actually bring out the best in them?
You mean ministerial screening?
Yes.
It's not good. It's not. I think anybody that they want to make a minister, they need to some good questions. Some questions that they too they'll be sweating. But let me tell you, Nigeria problem. I don't see it at the back door of a minister. Nigeria problem is beyond ministerial nominee or whatever. Any government that want to function, anybody that, let me tell you, if I employ you as a minister, if I give you a job and you don't do it well, must you be there?
Of course, I will fire you.
They will fire you. So when the post of a minister is not an elected job that you must spend 4 years, I give you minister 6 years, you don't give me what I want, or 1 year, I get go out now.
You are correct.
That is my problem. So when you give somebody, but if we're doing Buhari regime, we will see that the minister will not perform and he will still be there. Our chief of staff, they will not perform. Buhari will say it should be there. Even after their own retirement, they will say they still pardon them, let them be there. That is stupidity. That is stupidity. So our problem is beyond one minister or the other. If I give you work, to some extent, before they came, they will have had some profile. That is if somebody don't have profile, they will look ahead. So the screening may not be too, may not be necessarily be too hard. When you are doing work, is when we are going to know. You may interview me now. Ask me some questions, I'll answer you. When I get to the place where I will function, you may find some lapses.
Then again, some people argue that the government, or rather Mr. President, needed to attach portfolio to the nominees before sending it to National Assembly to enable the senators know the specific question to ask each nominee.
Let me
see a thing you want to respond to.
Yeah, it's a thing I want to respond to. It's good. That one is more logical. It's not logical to give them a particular portfolio that this is a minister for health. Then we will know the kind of question they will ask.
The person will be screened on the basis of
based on health. So it's better they do it in that way. But Nigeria now, Nigeria is a peculiar state, and them politician, the senator, politician, the one they employ as a senator, politician. You see, when I look at Tinubu, I see that the same good politician. Wike was minister.
There's somebody who tell that Wike performed well as a governor.
Wike only performed well. Was he died? Was he kill Wike?
And somebody equally tell that someone like David Umahi performed as a governor.
They perform well as a governor. There's no guarantee that they perform as a minister.
Then if performance is the basis of giving appointment, is it not justified they should have another appointment?
Nigeria is wide. We have so many competent people. We have so many competent people that they can perform. Wike has tried for Nigeria.
But I mean, ask again, some people are worried that we don't have enough technocrats in that list. Are you equally as worried as some of Nigerians?
I'm worried also. The same old politician. Wike performed as a governor, but we have not seen him perform as a minister like that. He was a minister of state for education when he was minister. To be a governor of River State is not a small thing. There is availability of money. Wike performed in the position that we appoint commissioner. He was not appointed. He will be the one that will appoint commissioner. I think you understand what I'm saying.
Yes,
so he performed on a large scale of independence, not a minister.
Okay, rounding up this program, what would be your advice to the citizens, seeing that the policy of government is biting harder?
My advice to the citizen, not to the government now. My advice to the citizen is that we should just keep hope alive. You see, government from Nigeria remain forever. We should keep hope, and we from our own side, we should try to do our best to do this nation, because sometimes this problem we are looking at is complicated. Government have their own, citizens have their own. Like citizens that are going our second Niger bridge. How will you call that one? They are crying for infrastructure. They give us infrastructure, and some citizens go there. That is a serious one. That is a serious one. That is a serious one. And two wrong cannot make it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Friend. It's a good time with you. This is acid drama on stage.
Yeah, this is acid drama.
Can you give us a little bit of what you are made of? I mean music.
Acid drama is just
No, we still have some interview to do.
Yeah.
That's a kind of trying to relax and make people understand that you are not just a political finalist.
Yes,
you are a fan of many.
I have a song that is coming very soon. Don't forget, I'm a comedian, and at the same time, I'm a musician, and at the same time, an MC. I'm an actor for movies, and I do a lot of things, and a lot of people call me off the shows. But I just want to tell something to this. Let me just drop something for Nigerians this morning on music.
Let's hear you.
Everybody say, Naija go better. Everybody say, Naija go better. The problems be, who go better, Nigeria. The problem be, who go better, Nigeria. Everybody say, Naija go better. The problem say, who go better, Nigeria. The problem is say, who go better, Nigerians.
Hey, we are satisfied. I know if I give you time, you will not stop.
Of course.
Now, MC Grammar.
Yeah.
We understand that Mr. President Ahmed Bola Tinubu yesterday addressed Nigerians.
Okay.
And this will come until Labour threatened to embark on protest and strike.
Okay.
Do you think he hurriedly addressed Nigerians because of that protest, or he meant well for Nigeria?
No, he hurriedly addressed Nigeria because of the protest, and Labour will be a fool if they don't embark on that protest. I'm just telling you the truth. The labor will be fools if they don't embark on that protest, because everything that Tinubu said yesterday was not meaningful to me. I tried to read meaning to most of the things he was saying, but they're not just they are meaningless to me.
There's also tell you that he have rolled out a number of palliative initiatives, planning to spend 500 billion on palliative, 3,000 buses that run on natural gas.
The one that looked so amazing to me was when he said 3,000 buses.
So he's going to run on CNG compared natural gas.
I think
does that not make meaning to you?
If Tinubu is not my president, I would have said he has a problem. But anyway, he's my president. Because how do you say you want to provide 3,000 buses for millions of Nigerians? It sounds stupid.
That may not be the only intervention. That may be one of the levels of intervention.
So one of the even 1 million buses is not enough in Nigeria. 1 million buses.
Now, are you looking at the type of buses? We are talking about buses that will run on compressed natural gas.
I don't want to.
Not fossil fuel.
I just don't want to think of the buses talking about. I'm talking about even if you provide 1 million buses of any kind of this he wants to be using, is still not going to solve Nigerian problem. The best way is to return the fuel the way it is before. And now let me tell you, what is wrong with your refinery? Man, these our leaders are sometimes stupid. Can't you just repair our refineries and stop all this? They love wasting money, although they make money from it. That's the reason why they don't want to fix the refinery. What is wrong?
There's one to tell you that fixing the refinery is not an immediate thing. But the immediate intervention is
how do you start to fix the refinery? Listen to me, man. Sometimes you got to start somewhere. Let's just know that you've started somewhere. You're starting somewhere to fix the refinery. And let Nigerians know that you're gradually fixing the refinery. Even if you're still buying, listen, what I would have expected, even you're telling us this subsidy removal. Okay, fine. Tell us that you want to start fixing the refinery. So in the meantime, we'll endure it until you fix the refinery. But you're not fixing the refinery, you're telling me jargons. What are you saying?
Even as government want to give fertilizers, give grace to Nigerians to cushion the effect, you don't see it as a regular development.
Let me tell you, Buhari did more than this in terms of agriculture. Buhari is best more than this city. What does he have to offer Nigerians? He can't work. Buhari is the best when it comes to. The Jonathan started it, but followed by Buhari. So Buhari is the best. So what are we telling? So please, all this one that you're saying, me, I don't really see all those things. What I know is that Tinubu has nothing to offer. Tinubu has nothing to offer Nigerians. That's the truth. And now,
I think that is a good place to let it go. Tinubu have nothing to offer Nigerians.
No, he has nothing to offer.
Let's have Mr. Kule. See different.
Okay, no problem.
Mr. Kule, I just finished speaking with LC Drama and his grammar. He's saying Tinubu have nothing to offer Nigeria. I don't think you share that same view.
That's his own view, and that's his own thinking. And I just want to say, it should go around. Like people that are talking now, they're just being idle. They don't know, they don't go out and see what is going on in the town now. What we need now is perseverance. And why I'm saying this is the deed has been done. The damages has been done for a while. I mean, when you're talking of refinery, he said they should fix the refinery. The refinery that they've been fixing with almost 1,035 billion naira, that the refinery has never even turned around, not to talk of, even work, not to talk of turning around the refinery. I mean, so you should know that a lot of money has been thrown into the sea. I mean, it's just like carrying billions and billions of naira into some few elements of Nigeria's pocket. And the president on seat now even said that a lot of people are feeling fat on this what's it called, subsidy. What is subsidy? Subsidy is all about scam. And also have a lot of debris of subsidies payments, and the lot of debris of the mismanagement of the funds allocated for fixing up refinery. For 25 years of the advent of new democratic system we have now, 25 years of the administrations of the successive governments of Nigeria, they pumped a lot of money into that refinery, and the refinery is yet to work, and that's a lacuna. everybody is like putting blame game on what's it called Dangote. Dangote saw a lacuna and it works to penetrate it, and there's no crime in having a private refinery. And there was a time they said they would allow some state actors in the oil sector to have what they call a modular refinery or modular refinery in where are the modular refinery that the government of
you talked about perseverance.
Yes.
And so Nigerians will argue with you. How do you want Nigerians to persevere, especially where National Assembly have gotten approval for 70 billion?
Yeah, that's why an individual effort has to come in now. All this National Assembly, they have identity and they have states of origin where they have a state each. They have a constituency they are representing. It's now left for you and I to go back to our constituency in our state and ask those senators one by one, those as of rep one by one, is it buying of what's it called, Prado Jeep or Land Cruiser Jeep that we sent you to go and start debating on in the house? That's why we need to ask that questions. We need to ask a lot of questions. Ask them. They are our representative. We voted for him. In your constituency now, in your state, you have a representative there that is part of those people that are benefiting from those largest of Land Cruiser, 70 billion naira allocated for the Land Cruiser. This is not what we need.
Now, Mr. Gule, let me quickly look at the government's intention to roll out 3,000 20-seater buses that run on compressed natural gas. You see it as a good development?
It's a welcome development.
And is it adequate? Is it sufficient?
It's not, but we have to start somewhere, right? The problem we have can never be solved one day. I'm not supporting the system of the government, likewise, because what I will have to blame the government, the president in power, is you have to have done the needful for the masses before removing the subsidy, right? And that was just the hunger of the. And I saw some journalists that are just saying subsidy must be brought back. And I look at those journalists. I saw them on AIT today. I'm so shocked with all this the sentiment policy they are introducing back to the system, that they should revert back the subsidy regime. And I think those journalists that are supporting such evil acts, they must be part of the largest of those few people that Nigeria is working for. And those are the few people, and I keep saying few people. Nigeria is just working for few people, and those few people are the subsidy cabal, right? The president even said it, that there's some cabal that are feasting on the resources, the commonwealth of 240 million people. Just few people are enjoying the commonwealth, right? And that is why we need, you just need to know the root of the problem before you can even dabble into this kind of conversation. The root of the problem is some people have created that cabal, syndrome, that cabal setting, that cabal, clique that they just here to suck Nigerian dry, make Nigerian dry. And when we know that, we need to block that loophole. And that loophole is that subsidy, money they're paying to them. And they are feeding fat. They are using your commonwealth money to buy private jet, flying private jet all around. And the moguls, we call those people that never seen the light of the problem that we're facing now as mogul, because they did not even research of how the problem came to be.
But Mr. Kule, what will be your argument against those that say federal government needed to roll out palliative before subsidy removal?
Yeah, the palliative they have to roll out is something that can cushion the effects of this hardship. And what I mean is not about money you give to them. It's about what they're just trying to do now. Let the movement, let there be full movement of people. Let there be accessibility of movements. As it is now, people are locked down in the house. They are not purposely locked down because they are locked down because they cannot afford the transport fare. That's why they told some parastatals of government now, they told some of them to work from home. You can't work from home if there's any means of transportation down to your, but majority of the salary now, they spend it on transport.
I know, sorry, Mr. Kule, on the final note, we are looking at the government and NLC, Labour. Labour is planning to embark on protest and strike tomorrow. And federal government is telling them that there's a court order that bars them from doing so. Parliament is saying that the court order, that they are not in content of court order if they go on that protest. In the face of the hashing, do you encourage Labour to go on protest tomorrow?
So what is Labour protesting for?
Labour is asking federal government that one, they should address their wages, and two, that this second increment that increased pump of PMS from 500 and something naira to 600 and something, that it was unilateral, that they were not consulted.
They were not consulted, but aftermath, they had a conversation, they had a meeting, they had a tit for tat meeting with the government, and the government has already promised them that their new wages, the increment in their wages is coming, and they should even look at the message, and and there must be a timeline they should supposed to give to the government, that when are you going to start implementing the new salary wages for them. But you're now looking at the Labour. Labour are part of the problem we are having in this country, because when you talk of Labour, Nigerian Labour Congress, those Labour Congress are the ones still occupying seats in all our parastatals. They are the ones really encouraging all these politicians, because there's no politician that come to be, or appointed politician that they appointed into one parastatal or the other, that will know that one civil servant will not be attached to that that person, that they will not. Those are the civil servants that teach them how to speak. This is how we've been doing things in this parastatal. And you just see all of them are collaborating. They are just bird of same feather. So Labour, politician, they work hand in hand. And forget about Labour now. What is the population of Labour in this country? Is the question I want to ask you now. What is their population?
Their population is not much, but there is understanding that if there is a policy of government that have fed them, Labour as a union, NLC and TUC, can stand in and fight for their members. The question is not about their percentage of the population. The question is that their union is fighting for their members.
It's fighting for their members.
Is the union not justified to fight for their members?
Just not justified. Because if our Labour are fighting for the masses, then when the masses is okay, the Labour forces will be effective, right? And what I mean by Labour forces will be effective is when the masses that needs government support. I mean, the most crucial people now, the most crucial people that need help now are the masses on the street. The masses that cannot even know where 1 square meal will come from. Labour has a job, they have everything to them, and the majority of them, when you look at them, they are almost same as corrupt as the government they are fighting. Because you tell me a Labour civil servant that is riding a Mercedes Benz that worth almost 4 million, 5 million, and his salary is just 130,000 or 200,000. How did it come about all those expensive cars? Go and see the large life they live. Go and look at all those people calling themselves Labour. A lot of them have houses all around. How did they come about? Those, we can fool someone for a while, you can't fool someone forever. We know that our labours are just selfish people. Because when you look at hustle, when hustle crisis started, did Labour really fight for hustle? Answer me.
No, they were fighting for their members.
Which members?
I want to understand.
Did they fight? Did they join the hustle strike? Did they in solidarity? They were in solidarity.
At the point they threatened to go on solidarity strike.
But after many months that hustle started.
But what we are looking at as a union, you are justified to fight for your members. It is your members that are your interests. So for me, I'm not bringing my opinion, but the question I was asking is, as a union.
Can I take you back? Sorry, Mr. Matthew. Can I take you back to when there was that rumor coming on the increment of tariff on light on NEPA brought the increment? You remember that time that they said? What was the impact of the Labour on that policy? Because the president of
the reason they bought the last was because there was a court order, a National Industrial Court ruled that they should suspend the strike.
They should suspend.
And it's on that basis federal government is now asking them that there is a succeeding court order that say You cannot go on strike.
You see, for government to see you that you are not even worthy of agitating for what you want, what you are going on strike for, they have to go to court because they know them in and out. That you people, you are not even the person. As corrupt as you people are, within all the parastatal in this country, in all the parastatal in the ministries, that you are partakers of this largest corruption, largest. So the way I look at
So
it,
even Labour are part of the
they are part of the corruption.
So I think that is a good way to
I still have to tell you, Mr. Matthew, go to every parastatal, both states, both federal, how corrupt those people are. So where is the place of labor, right? How many of them have blown the whistle of, okay, oh, this social minister you posted to us has embezzled a lot of money? Labor as they had, they're supposed to be part of the whistleblower. But how many whistles have they blown? Right? If they are not part of
this conversation is evolving.
Yeah.
We'll still have you here tomorrow.
Yeah.
But for now, I think this is a place to let it go.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.